Hello guys, welcome back to a new video, and in this video I'm going to cover how to simplify algebraic expressions using the distributive property. Now, the distributive property can help us remove parentheses within algebraic expressions. If we have unlike terms within parentheses, we can't combine them. We use the distributive property to remove the parentheses, and then we can continue to simplify if possible. So in this video, we will just work on removing the parentheses. There won't be any like terms to combine. Once we get the distributive property down, we can build on that and simply more complicated expressions that involve the distributive property and combining like terms. Now remember, when we have something next to parentheses, that means multiplication. So we can use the distributive property to distribute whatever is on the outside of the parentheses to the terms inside the parentheses. The distributive property works when we have addition or subtraction inside of the parentheses. So let's start with the first example where we have 7 and then inside parentheses 2x plus 9. So what we're basically going to do is, again, we're going to distribute whatever is on the outside of the parentheses to each term inside. So this just means we are going to multiply whatever is on the outside to each term that is inside. So 7 times 2x and 7 times 9. So let's do this. So we can start by drawing little lines like this to show what I am doing. So we're going to do 7 times 2x. And this will give us 14x, of course. And then we're going to do 9. So 7 plus 9. 7 times 9. Of course, don't forget to add the plus sign right here. And then you can just do 7 times 9. 7 times 9 equals 63. And 14x plus 63 will be our final answer. And one second, guys, my bad. I'm a little bit sick. But don't worry, I will get through this video with you guys to make you guys understand how the distributive property works. So, that was the first example. And now let's get to the second example. For the second example, we have minus 3 and then in parentheses 5y minus 4. So, when we have a minus right here, we can just see this not as a subtraction sign, but we can just see it as a minus 4. So, now, that said, we can start with the multiplication. So first we're going to do minus 3 times 5y. Because we're multiplying a negative with a positive, we will get minus 15 and then y. Now we can do minus 3 times minus 4. And in this case, we are multiplying two negative numbers, and this will give us positive 12. So minus 15 plus 12 will be our final answer. And so this can be a bit confusing because, as you can see, we first had a minus here and now we have a plus sign over here. But as I said, just stick the negative or the minus to the 4 to create a negative 4 and you'll get to your final answer. So now let's go over example 3. For 3 we have 12 and then in parentheses 3a minus 7b. So, of course, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the problem and we see we have two variables. This doesn't make it any worse or any different or any harder. It just tells us that we have two variables. So in this case, we're just going to do the exact same thing, and that is just multiplying the two. So we're going to do 12 times 3a. 12 times 3a will equal 36a. And now, as you can see, we have a minus 7b. So again, we're going to stick this minus sign to the 7 and create a negative 7b. So we're going to do 12 times negative 7b, and this will equal negative 84b. Oh, very ugly b, like this. And this, again, will be our final answer. So this is a very simple way of doing this, and I find this method very easy to use, teach. So Let's go over to example 4. This is our final example where we have minus 6 and then in parentheses 4m plus 2n. So we have a negative number here again and again two variables. So we just have to look out a little bit for that. So we can just start multiplying straight. So we're going to do minus 6 times 4m. Minus 6 times 4m will equal minus 24m. And now we're going to do minus 6 times 2n. So minus 6 times 2n will equal minus 12n. And this, again, will be our final answer of our final example. So, this was basically the video, guys. I hope you guys understand how to use the distributive property now to simplify your algebraic expressions. I also made a video about how to combine like terms. So, if you guys want to, you can also watch that video. And so, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, leave a question in the comments if you have any, and as always, this was Mr. Mathz, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.